So in this video, I'm going to share with you a rather disturbing or rather frightening thought that I have, or prediction that I have for Expo 2020. And I'll share the thought with you. You tell me whether what I'm analyzing or sharing, is it justified, right or wrong? Okay? Now, it's 4 more days for Expo 2020. But there is... okay, first let me tell you, there are two sides, okay? There are two sides to the people who are reacting to Expo. One side is, they're just not bothered, they don't give a damn. Like, ask them, are you going to go to Expo? No, for what? I've told people, are you excited? No, we don't care. It has nothing got to do with us. That's one side. The other side of the equation is, yeah, people are like, oh, we want to see what is going to happen, whether business is going to improve, so they are hopefuls. And then in that hopeful side, you have people who are actually involved. There are projects, they're happening. I'm in touch with some content creators, and they're like, oh, we have signed up a couple of deals, partnerships. We're going to start writing content, vlogs, blogs. Media people, they have taken their permission, they have got everything ready. And then there are people who are actually involved in the workings. So, okay, fine. I've spoken to some people whose business increased because of Expo. So in a way, that's good. In fact, I spoke to one guy. He said he's making more money now than, since the time COVID started. He's making huge amounts of money. So I was, okay, happy for him. Now, however, when I'm listening to all these updates, what is happening, I'm reading all the updates in the papers, Khaleej Times, Gulf News. The way things are going, I'm finding it rather disturbing. And I'll tell you why. Okay, have a look at Australia. Australia, they have opened the economy. They closed the economy, then they quarantined everyone. Then they said, okay, we'll bring down the restrictions. And finally they said, okay, fine, we opened. All of a sudden, oh, we got this person who's caught a virus, and they shut down again. China, after the Wuhan, the virus and all that, they had only one major scare, or one or two major scares, where they shut down the entire city and they opened. UK, they were supposed to open Freedom Day or Big Day or something. Okay, got postponed. France is opening, closing. So finally now they have come out with, okay, you need to take this pass and all that. And then there are these other countries who are like, no, our rights and this and that, and they may have protests. In fact, it's happening in Australia, it's happening in France. People are protesting left, right and center, and we need to go on with our lives. And the usual drama from USA. This is fake news, this is, I took, some medicine, ivermectin or hydrochloric is something, hydrochlorine, I don't know what is that, horse dewormer, and okay, whatever. Some are saying this is okay, you know what I'm getting at. So now my concern here is UAE is not opening step by step. It's not opening gradually. They are just opening within this last September, within the last 2 weeks. The drastic changes that have taken place are so drastic. I mean, I don't know why nobody is questioning the way things are going. It's really, it's too drastic, it's too shocking. For example, okay, agreed, they invested billions in UK and signed up contracts, I'll give billions. UK removed UAE from the red list. Then UAE has now teamed up with the Israeli police and, okay, want to catch people. Oh, by the way, Israel, look, even after taking all the vaccines, everything, people are terribly sick. The infections have spread. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is, You're opening up your economy so suddenly. You're opening up the borders. Abu Dhabi and Dubai have. Abu Dhabi's also said, okay, fine, you don't need to take a separate permission. You don't need to show your tests, nothing. Okay, fine, everyone is happy. I mean, sometimes I'm asking myself then, if it was so easy, then all this people getting sick and all that, was it a drama? Was it fake? I mean, then what was all this panic before? What was all the lockdown before? If it is so easy to open up an economy, oh, we are having this function, so we'll open up the economy. Oh, we have managed to control COVID-19. Then what was it all drama? And now the worst part is, you're going to open it. You're opening it up to Europe. You're opening it up to UK. You're allowing people from India, Pakistan, whatever. I don't know Pakistan if they are allowed. India also to come in. My only point of fear and concern is, if in case they... Now obviously after 4 days, Expo 2020 is going to open. Okay, you declared it open. You have all these open areas where people can roam and move and interact. In fact, there was one... our news update that it's going to be a nightclub, a floating nightclub, or floating party, or they're going to have all this jing bang. If there are 4 or 5 people who are infected and they go around to these events, let's say the virus is dormant and they go to 5, 6 different places. Let's say I go to a nightclub, I interact with everyone's dancing, it's a closed room. All the 100 people were exposed to me. Obviously, they are not going to go for their checkup. Think they had a party on Thursday, full night. I'm interacting with everyone, everyone's breathing the same air, and I'm touching, talking, rubbing shoulders with everyone, moving around. And now, from one person, it has gone to, let's say, 20. And these 20 people interact with their family, 20 into 4 people, so 80. Those 80 people interact with their friends. You know, if you actually look at it, it's more like one of those zombie flick movies where one person's infected and he doesn't know, and very soon everyone's infected. So, look, I know that you're saying, Loy, I know some of you will say, Loy, stop spreading fear and all that. But if it happens... If it does happen that it becomes a super spreader event like India, what are they going to do? Shut down Expo? Quarantine Expo? You obviously can't postpone Expo. How are you going to manage it? And see what happened to India. See the amount of people who are sick and all that. Or are you... Okay, people get sick, you'll put them in the hospitals or... You know, just imagine if suppose the COVID, this thing spreads, 100% they're not going to announce it in the papers, because if they do, panic, nobody will come. I mean, if you came to know that at an event, many people got infected, would you go to that event? No, you value your health. So obviously they'll try to control it. Now, can they control it successfully? And if they can't, and it starts spreading, then either 2 things will happen. Either someone is going to leak this information, or they'll have to admit and say, listen, we got a super spreader on our hands. A super spreader event. Then what do? You can't postpone the expo. It started. Are you going to keep it virtual? Are you going to say, okay, we're taking a break for 1 week, or we're going to disinfect the place. All of you have to wear masks and gloves. And I'll tell you right now, the thing that I'm worried the most, and you must be thinking, like, why the fuck are you worried? It impacts all of us, my dear friend. It impacts all of us. Don't think that, oh, it happens in UAE. It doesn't happen. It's not. It is a domino effect. When one country gets impacted, let's say, forget one country. Let's say I'm giving a restaurant business. I'm giving a grocery shop business. I'm buying from 7-Eleven. Now, because I'm buying, I give them my money. And I'm working, I earn, and I buy from them, so I'm giving them my money. I get sick, I'm not able to work, so my business goes down. And my business goes down for these people. I stop buying from the shop. I stop going outside to eat food. I stop going to 7-Eleven. Now, they will lose the revenue of one person. Just imagine if there are 100 people, and the business of 100 people goes down, then that store doesn't have money. Then they can't pay the salaries. And then they can't pay their suppliers. And then they will order less from them. You see, it becomes like a chain event. So now when you're talking of an entire country, see, Australia is shutting down. For example, Australia says, or New Zealand says, sorry, nobody can come in, nobody can go out. Travel gets impacted. Tourism gets impacted. Foreign exchange, nobody buys. What happened to Singapore? What happened to Hong Kong? All the tourism. What happened to the island I'm staying? 80% of the businesses. You can see how quiet it is. You can see this, how quiet. If it impacts one country, it impacts all the neighboring countries, and eventually it will impact you. It's I don't know what the fuck UAE is doing. See, I understand that they want to make Expo 2020 a success, but I feel the way they are making the decisions are like amateurish idiots. Instead of having a timeline, okay, we'll open gradually. We'll allow 10 people to come in. Okay, can we manage that? We'll allow 20 people. We can manage that. We'll allow 40 people. We can manage that. So when you do step by step, you can manage. This haphazard, this thing, from 0 people, okay, we will allow 200,000, 500,000 people to come in. Man, these are not normal times. And you're talking of a contagion, talking of breathing through the air, a problem that goes through the air that you breathe. You remember I made the previous videos when I said, if you breathe, the virus goes, and people are like, what the fuck are you talking, man? They said it is not airborne, it is only something else, it's infectious. Or it's common sense. When you breathe germs, man, you breathe out and breathe in. Anyway, I tried telling people that time, they were like, yeah, stupid, and okay, giving common sense, basic common sense. If you have hygiene, if you have good health, don't have to worry. But anyway, you let me know your thoughts, because let's assume Expo 2020 goes on, there's no COVID, 100% success, nothing to worry about. I was wrong, my fears were stupid, everyone's happy, business improves, everyone benefits. Let's imagine the extreme other end. Suddenly it becomes a super spreader event, and then they have to shut down. Then what do you do? How long do you shut down? 1 month? 1 week? How do you handle this? See, the biggest question, how do you handle it? There's no country in this world that has been able to give a foolproof answer. Shutdowns are not practical. Having everyone locked up in the house is not practical. So what do you do? And if you know that UAE has become a super spreader region, people will stop traveling there. Other countries will shut down their doors. UAE will be ostracized. You think India will say, send back all the people who have COVID? So they'll also be like, hey, wait. Let's see how we can handle the current situation. So the mid ground is, few people will be infected, and some will be okay, some will be sick, and they'll go normal. But if that is the case, then until now, what were we having? All drama? Until now, you all were playing a game? creating fear for no reason. So now it's to be seen what is going to happen. 4 more days for Expo 2020 to open. 4 more days. Obviously, the grand opening will be fantastic. Do watch it. You'll enjoy it. And yeah, let me know if you have gone there, you visited the place, take photographs, send some videos. I have no problems sharing good news also. And yeah, if any one of you has anything worthwhile to share, please do share it, because then I share it with others. Like I said, jobs are there, economy is improving, salaries are not that great, business is recovering, scammers are increased, and yes, there is an incredible hype, a massive hype about Expo 2020. All the Emiratis, and yes, there are plenty of expats also who are very proud and want Expo 2020 to succeed. A lot of people's money is involved, a lot of people's faith. Let's hope for the best, but like I say, prepare for the worst always, and let's hope for the best. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It's me signing off. You guys take care.